Hey guys, it's Katie, and today we are making 3 healthy dinner recipes. These are 3 of my favorite dinners I make on the regular, probably way too often, but they're so good, packed with protein, the perfect balance of carbs and fats so that you get lots of energy to fuel your day. And the best part is, these are all LSF Hot Body Meal Plan approved. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, I just released my 4-week meal plan. I'm gonna put a link in the description below, so go grab yours right now. Today we're gonna make a braised chicken thigh with couscous and green beans, and then one of Ryan's favorites is a Sriracha salmon with sweet potato, kale, and a little bit of coconut flakes. And then my go-to, I make multiple times a week. It's super easy, it'll take you less than 10 minutes. It's a ground turkey zoodle, which is just zucchini noodles. Super clean, fresh, healthy, and so delicious. So if you're ready to get your dinner on, sweat that thumbs up, give it a little click, and let's get started. We're gonna start with the braised chicken thighs from HelloFresh. If you are looking for an easy way to get healthy meals fast, these subscription boxes are so helpful, and HelloFresh is really awesome. So I don't do chicken thighs very often, but I'm excited to try this one. And I have a code for you guys. I'm gonna put a link in the description below for $35 off your first subscription box, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this one, the braised chicken thighs, we're gonna start with the green beans, rinsing those, and just chopping them up. Green beans are so easy to make too, because you can just throw them in the microwave. You don't even need to add water, which is super helpful, but we're gonna do it a little different today. I'm gonna actually use almond meal instead of the package of breadcrumbs that came to bread the chicken, just so I get a little more fat, more protein. You can always make swaps to make it a little healthier that are still really easy, and trim a little extra fat off to save calories there. And then just mix the chicken all up in that almond meal, add a little salt and pepper, and mix it up again. All right, so just drop this in a non-stick pan. You can put a little olive oil or spray, and you're gonna have it over medium-high. And let those cook, and while they're starting to cook, we're gonna get the rest of the seasonings ready. So this comes with the rosemary. It's really fresh rosemary, which was awesome. So you just pull it off the little twigs and chop it up, and some fresh garlic. I love garlic, so I was really happy that there were so many cloves in here. And the best thing is, you guys just remember, like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a chef and like mince your garlic like wonderfully. Just chop it up, it'll be good. So dump it in there once the chicken is done cooking and you flipped it on both sides. You're gonna just leave all of the extra like oil and juice from the chicken in the pan. Drop in the garlic and rosemary and your green beans and stir those around, and then add the tomatoes. And this is a little demi-glaze sauce that came in the kit as well. And I'm just gonna use about half of it. And then we're gonna take a lemon and squeeze half of the lemon into your veggie mixture. Fresh lemon always gives pretty much everything good flavoring. Just add that in there. And then we had our couscous over here. So it was an instant couscous, just added the water, dropped in the couscous and let it sit off of the heat. And then you're gonna add half of a lemon. The great thing about the HelloFresh box is the recipes are so simple. They don't take a lot of time, and they're literally like the most basic steps ever. Most things are pretty easy to put together, so you don't really have to know what you're doing. Plus they have the instructions, the recipe, and tips on there for you. Just spoon out some of the couscous onto a plate. Now I'm trying to make it really pretty for you guys, but in real life you don't have to have like a beautiful presentation. Just get it on the plate. It's good to go. And then a couple pieces of chicken, and dump the veggie mixture right on top. And this meal serves 2. It actually was quite a lot. We both had it, but then there was some leftover. So it's supposed to serve 2, and 2 servings, if you follow the recipe exactly how it comes, is 595 calories, 9 grams of fat, 61 grams of carbs, and 45 grams of protein per serving. All right, now to Ryan's absolute favorite recipe ever. It's my delicious Sriracha salmon with sweet potatoes and kale. And he loves adding coconut rice, but that makes it really high in carbs. So we're gonna ditch that for today and just give you the simple, healthiest version. And here's everything you're gonna need. Coconut aminos, sriracha, some sesame oil, coconut flakes, salmon, sweet potatoes, and kale. So let's start by chopping up the sweet potatoes. And again, there's no like perfect way to chop a sweet potato. You just want to get them into little cubes. So slice it, dice it, and just either 2 smaller sweet potatoes or 1 medium to large sweet potato. Just kind of gauge it, depending on how many people you're feeding. All right, dump it on a pan with parchment paper and put it in the oven. I'm gonna put this in at about 425 degrees. And while those are getting started, I'm gonna make my special secret spicy sauce. So a couple tablespoons of the coconut aminos. These are a great alternative to a traditional soy sauce, way healthier. And then I like things really spicy, so a lot of sriracha, and then just about a teaspoon or two of the sesame oil, and mix that around. You can give it a little taste and then just decide what you want to add more of as you go. All right, so for the salmon, I'm gonna put the parchment paper down again. I really love how it cooks with the parchment paper because it just keeps all the moisture locked in. And drizzle a little more sriracha because I can't get enough spice. And then drizzle the coconut aminos. So this is about 10 ounces of salmon, 5 ounces for each of us. And you just wrap it up a little bit. And as I put this in the oven, I'm gonna lower the temperature just to about 400 degrees. And that's after the sweet potatoes have already been in for about 15 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna chop up the kale after rinsing it. This is just like dinosaur kale. There's all different types. This is the really thick, crunchy kale. So give it a nice little chop. And then you're gonna pull out the sweet potatoes and add the kale mixture right on top. Sprinkle the coconut flakes. So at this point, the sweet potatoes are already soft to touch with the fork. So just make sure they're already pretty cooked before you add the kale. Then I'm gonna drizzle my secret sauce on top and mix it all around. This gives it the most amazing flavor. Throw those back in the oven to finish off the salmon, so it's all in the oven with the coconut and kale for about another 10 minutes. Salmon cooks for about 15 minutes total. And then when it's done, pull it out, throw the veggies on a plate and top it with your salmon. And this Sriracha salmon meal has about 440 calories, 15 grams of fat, 53 carbs, and 28 grams of protein per serving. All right, the absolute easiest, most simple dinner you could ever make, or lunch for yourself or for your entire family. You guys, seriously, this is so fast. So it's my zoodles with ground turkey. I have a little marinara sauce, artichoke hearts, and of course red chili peppers, because again, I love my spice. If you do not have a zoodler or a spiralizer, you have to get one. They're on Amazon. You can find them anywhere now, especially. They are so simple to use, and there's a million different things you can do with them. So easy. So get your little zucchini. Again, you can use any type of squash or anything with this, and start spiralizing. So you just put it on there and spin it, and you'll get these awesome noodles. And keep it going. Spiral, spiral all day long. All right, and I'm just gonna throw these in the microwave for about 3 minutes. It is so simple. So while the zoodles are in the microwave, I'm gonna get my ground turkey going. And literally, you just drop it in a nonstick pan, so easy. And it cooks really fast, like we're talking 5 minutes. Once it's at like a pretty well cooked range, I'm gonna add, like about after 5 minutes, I'm gonna add the artichoke hearts, just dropping them right inside. These are totally optional. You can use any veggies that you like, but I'm adding the artichoke hearts and sun-dried tomatoes because they are my absolute fave. So just drop those in there to warm them up. They're already cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just kind of mixing it all together, and top it with some red sauce. Now, this isn't like an exact measurement. It's about a cup, but you just want to cover the meat and the veggies just so it gets like coated in the sauce without drowning it in there. And then once that is all mixed together and warm, grab your zoodles, throw them in a bowl, top it with some of the meat sauce. I mean, you guys, it really can't get any easier than this. It's so good. And this one has like 350 calories per serving, 13 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of protein, which is crazy. I know you guys are gonna love these healthy dinner recipes, so comment below, tell me which one you are most excited to try out of all 3 of these. And I'm gonna be picking 5 comments to win these super cute new LSF stickers. I love them so much. So make sure you comment, and don't forget, good things come to those who sweat. So I'll see you next week for another awesome workout. Bye.